Hi there guys, welcome to part 3 on how to succeed with solo ads. Now you see guys, when it comes to solo ads, the main marketing strategy that we will be using will be email marketing. As such, in today's training video, we are going to discuss about the benefits or rather the advantages of email marketing, the challenges of email marketing, as well as moving forward, what are some of the changes that we are going to expect. So let's first and foremost discuss about the advantages of email marketing. Number 1, it allows customers on your email list to be aware of new products, discounts, as well as other services. Now, email marketing, if you do it well, is actually the cheapest form of marketing channel. Number 2, it is a form of softer sell to educate your audience on the value of your brand, especially when you have your own website and you're trying to market your own products. So that is where email marketing will come in very handy to elevate your brand awareness among your customer. Next, it helps to keep your email list engaged between purchases. Now, what do I mean by that? Now, basically, if you are doing a continuous follow-up with your email list, it does not mean that every single email you are going to sell them something. Sometimes it's just about certain announcements, certain discounts, certain launches. So you're actually allowing your email list to constantly engage with your brand from there. Next is a very powerful direct marketing channel, because compared to traditional marketing methods whereby you are doing things like snail mail, direct mail, for example, all right. So email marketing is actually one of the more direct marketing channel whereby you are actually reaching your respective customers in your email list. Next, it allows you to build relationship with your audience while simultaneously allowing you to drive the traffic to your other channels as well. Now, what do I mean by other channels? It could be different social media platforms that you're in. For example, on YouTube, you could direct your email list to watch certain videos that you have prepared on your YouTube channel. Or for example, you have a certain blog. So that is where you can also direct your email subscribers to read certain valuable information on your blog post. Moving forward, what are the challenges of email marketing? Number 1, spam emails. Now, this is something that a lot of email marketers are constantly facing, especially when you are not aware of how to avoid, or I would say, reduce the amount of spam emails that will reach your subscribers list. Next will be the competition. Because the cost to start email marketing is really so low that there are a lot of competitors out there in the marketplace trying to capture the eyeball, or I would say the attention of your audience. Next will be this thing called the break-even cost. Now, despite the fact that email marketing startup cost is cheap, however, there is still this thing called the break-even cost that you need to take care of. If your email list is too small, don't dream about making any money when it comes to promoting the products that you're trying to promote, all right, especially when you're using solo ads. But if you're using certain things like paid advertisements like Facebook ads, Google ads, and that is where you also have to monitor the break-even cost, because you are pushing budget into all these paid advertising platforms to build up your email list. So in this entire training series, I'm also going to share with you how Facebook ads, Google ads, accumulation of email lists can help you to break even with the help of promoting high-ticket offers. Next, understanding the importance of subject lines and email body content. I always stress that email marketing is not just about emailing. There are a lot of metrics that you need to take care of. And the two most important metrics will be your subject lines as well as your email body content. Now, a lot of beginners tend to underestimate the importance of the subject lines especially. All right, they're always thinking that, oh, subject line is just something that's related, generally talking about what my email body content is. Yes and no. You see, when your subscribers receive your email, the very first thing that they will see is your subject line followed by your pre-header if you prepared any. All right. So your subject line has to be something that intrigues their curiosity to want to open your emails. If your subject line is too boring, no one will want to open your email because they are flooded with tons of other competitors' emails with more intriguing subject lines. All right. Now, when it comes to email body content, so this is where it is something that is going to affect your click-through rates. Because again, if your email body content is too short, or too long, especially when it's too long and you're trying to draft a grandfather, grandmother story out there, no one has the patience to read your email body content, guys. Emails with values. Okay, again, when you are sending emails, especially to your buyers' email list, you cannot forever be promoting them something on every single email. The way to handle your raw email list and the way to handle your buyer's email list is totally different, guys. Now, next, moving forward, what are the kind of Gmail updates that are happening now? Number one, authenticating your emails for bulk senders. When we mean by authenticating your emails, we are talking about the DKIM, SPF, and the DMARC records. This is going to be especially crucial coming February 2024, which is barely 3 to 4 months later. All right, already I'm seeing certain changes that's happening among all the common commercial email autoresponders out there, and I'll share with you more details shortly. Next, Gmail is requiring that you have an easy unsubscribe button in every single email, and the entire unsubscribe process must take place within 48 hours. Next, Gmail is asking bulk senders like established email marketers like myself to ensure that we are sending wanted emails. Last but not least, there's this controversial topic on about spam rate threshold, which means if your spam rate reaches a certain threshold limit that Gmail cannot tolerate, then you can kiss goodbye forever to reaching the inbox of your subscribers' email list. To sum up the entire issue, you must understand that when you purchase an account from common email autoresponders like AWeber, ActiveCampaign, Getresponse, you are generally subscribing into this thing called a shared IP pool. So if anybody within your shared IP pool is not performing their email marketing activities correctly based on certain best practices, it will be very detrimental for other users that are within the same IP pool. This entire updates from Gmail that's going to commence, especially starting February 2024, the way I foresee it is it's going to kill a lot of email marketers away, especially those who do not really know what they are doing, and forever promoting misleading subject lines, misleading body contents to their raw email list in the hope of just pushing all the sales, especially with low ticket sales. Why? Because all these email senders are no longer able to inbox their emails into their subscribers' email list. The moment you cannot inbox your email to your subscribers' list, and your emails are forever stuck in the promotion or even worse in the spam folder, you'll realize that your sales will drop tremendously. And that is where it's pushing all these email senders out of business. However, if you already know what is going to happen and you react accordingly before the time is up, alright, so that is where you're getting yourself prepared for what is going to happen. Based on my own testing, I have already come to realize that there are certain email autoresponders, or I would say in fact, most of the email autoresponders are already reacting to it. Let me show you some of the statistics. As you guys can see from the screen over here, this is one of the domain that I use called your onestop-affiliate.com. Alright, and this is within the Google Postmaster. Over here, you can check the spam rate, IP rep, and domain rep. Alright, let's check the spam rate for the past 90 days. Alright, I want to show you guys something very interesting. Now, for the last 90 days, you can see that my spam rate has been hovering between 0 to 1%, with the latest increase close to about 1%. Alright, now let's check my domain rep, alright, for the past 90 days as well, which is the domain reputation itself. As you guys can see over here, the domain reputation has constantly been high for the past 90 days, despite of the spam rate floating between 0 to 1%. Let's look at the IP reputation, and this is where things start to get interesting. For the IP reputation, you can notice that from July all the way to August, September, all along my IP reputation has been at a low level. But somewhere starting from October, it starts to move into the low level. This entire news of the Gmail updates come barely in the early October. And already email autoresponders are moving towards trying to make it more stringent, alright? Trying to really monitor how email senders are sending out their emails. And one thing I want to stress to you guys is, for the past 90 days or even for the past 120 days based on the data that you can see on Postmaster, all my email activities has never been changed. I did not do anything fanciful. I'm just doing whatever I have been doing. The domain rep is still there. The spam rate is still floating between 0 to 1%, but the IP pool is starting to move down. So what really is happening behind the scene is autoresponders are pumping up their compliance team to really search, or rather I would say to really investigate into their account users on how they are sending the emails. Are they using certain best practices? What is the kind of open rates they are having? What's the kind of click-through rates they are having? And if my prediction is correct, for the next 2 to 3 months, a lot of email accounts will get locked out or get banned by different autoresponders. Now, this is a very interesting issue. On the one hand, common email autoresponders like Getresponse, AWeber, ActiveCampaign, they need your businesses. Because the bigger your email list is, the more subscription they will receive from you. However, on the other hand, the business model that they are in is by putting different account users on this thing called a shared IP pool. So if there's just that few black sheeps within the IP pool that is anyhow sending the emails, by blasting 5, 6, 7 emails on an everyday basis to subscribers, and forcing Gmail to mark all these emails and tracing them back to the original IP pool they are in, it also affects the reputational basis of all these common email autoresponders businesses. All right, so this is really a balancing issue at this point in time. So if you really want to know how to succeed with email marketing using solo ads, one of the things that I can share with you is, on top of just watching my videos, consider going down to all my different links for my mentorship programs, where I have the Beginners Club, Star Club, as well as the Inner Circle. Because this is where I'm going to start doing different testings to ensure that the IP pool goes back up again to at least a medium level or at best a good level. In conclusion, I want to stress one thing to you guys. All businesses, as time develops, will get more and more challenging. Look, Gmail doesn't really care whether you make money or not. What Gmail really cares is user experience. Gmail doesn't even care whether email autoresponder companies make money. All right, like what I say, they only care about user experience. But we cannot afford not to care what Gmail wants. Why? Because when we build our solo ads email list, more than 90% of your emails are using Gmail, guys. So let's react in time and ensure that our email marketing business is still going to reap in positive returns, and if not, even more positive returns in times to come by doing some modifications to the way we do up our emails, as well as the way we do our automation messages to our subscribers list. So I will see you in the next recording.